Hi, everybody. Welcome to this live healing. I hope you guys can hear me all right. Oh, I'm so excited to be here with you today. I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes for the other ones to join, for more of you to join. So, hi, Louise. Hi, Fair. Hi, Carissa. Hi, TP. Hi, Keisha. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Florencia. Hi, Preet. I'm so excited to see you guys. I've missed you. I'm really happy to be doing these live healings every Saturday because it gives us the chance to connect in deeper levels, I think, and to exchange ideas, and also for you to build up the sense of community and to know that you guys are in the same journey or in similar journeys. That we're all in a similar journey. Hi, dear Hawk Intuition. Yes, I'm glad you guys are here. Okay. Hi, Sacred Heart. Oh my God, 2 a.m. Okay. Right, you're in Germany, right? Oh, ich hoffe, es geht dir gut. A little bit of my German there. Okay. um, So let me just start by. I was already feeling the energies before I connected. I was meditating. Thank you so much. And I feel to bring a very deep message of love, especially after the poll that I did in the community page where I asked you what themes you were interested in healing, or the option that got the most votes was the one about the divine feminine. And let me just see how I describe it here. Okay, why healing the body in the 3D for divine feminine and healing self-worth activates union. So this one was the one that got the most votes, and I think it's wonderful because it's a very important subject for all of us right now, even for divine masculines, for all of you divine masculines watching or connecting. This is also very important for you to know and for you to be aware of. And I will also touch on a little bit of the divine masculine, just because I know that there are more divine feminines on the channel. So I think all polls will probably go more into the feminine subjects, but I will try to balance it out and give some information about the divine masculine energy as well. Hi, Sacred Journey. Hi, Donna. Hi, Linda. I'm so glad. I love to see where you guys are from because we're connecting from all over the world, and we're also doing this grid work. When we connect, even though it's online, even though we're just chatting, or even for you guys that are listening to my voice, we are energy beings, we are light beings, and when we connect, we are also exchanging information from one higher self to the other, and this helps create and build up the lines of communication of the light. So I will be talking a bit about dimensions as well today. And I have my notes as always, and as always I go through 2 different places and I rarely look at them. Yes, but we will see what comes through, okay? So let's just wow, Chile. Oh, so beautiful. Yes. Yes, Hawk Intuition, I can see that. Okay. So, for all of you, if this is your first time, I always like to start with a small, very small clearing. Um, Hi, Alicia. Hi, Song O. I'm going to start with a very small clearing, so we all um, can get to our heart space and can be connected, and we create this energy vortex consciously. Okay. Hi. Wow, friends. Los Angeles, Central Mexico. Yes. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Okay. So if you can, please just start to breathe in. Close your eyes. Bonjour, Christine. Okay, let's just close our eyes. Start to breathe in deeply. Start to drop into your heart space. And we're going to start connecting from our hearts into the hearts of all who are here today. You can just see a very, very bright white light, almost silver light, starting to form a circle or start to form these connections between our hearts. And we're just receiving the energy of the Divine Mother, the Goddess energy. As she's been here very strongly. And she's just, it's like a very beautiful Goddess energy, just covering all of us, protecting all of us, protecting you, your space, your body, your home. This beautiful platinum energy, platinum light. And we're just going to ask for the ones of you who want this, that our hearts start to open up like a beautiful flower, like a lotus flower, and that we can start to see, to remove the veils and to start to see all the treasures, all the miracles, all the peace that is in our hearts, that is within us, and that is always there. We are the ones who protect our hearts. We are the guardians. We are the light beings. We are the goddess and the god. Team Yahyakaya Nautua Shaya Manakai O Yayanakai Tiama. Grounding in through our feet all the way down into the earth. Like a very strong root of a tree. These beautiful trees I'm seeing. And connecting to the birds, to the animal kingdom, to the plants, to the vibration of the green ray, the emerald, to nurture us, to nurture our souls, our minds, our spirits, and our hearts now. You are protected, you are nurtured, and you are supported. Thank you for being here. Breathe that in. One more time. And one more time. You're just receiving a golden light through your crown. It is done, it is done, it is done. And so it is. Okay, dear ones. I'm seeing you all as these beautiful, divine warriors of light. Very strong foundation, very powerful through the gold and the green. So very slowly you can start to breathe in. Start to come back to the here and now with this awareness, with this open heart, and with this knowing. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Okay. So I'm going to start the message part. Hi, Nina. Oh, don't worry. It was just, it wasn't the main meditation. It was just like the initial grounding to bring us into our heart space. But you can just do a couple of breaths and you will attune to the energies that we just created. We're already in this beautiful circle of energy, so just you're welcome here. Hi, Luna Bao. Hi, Anthony. So nice to see you guys here. Okay. So I'm going to talk a bit about the subject of today. It usually goes, I always try to make it half an hour, but I usually go for like an hour or so. But I will try to keep it as precise as possible and just to bring you the messages that I was receiving. And we are going to talk. Hi, Shailamar. We're going to talk about the divine feminine today. For all the divine masculine that are here, it's also very nice that you hear this information because we're not also doing this just as the feminine or as the ones of us who embodied in a feminine body, let's say, but we are doing this collectively. And the divine masculine energy has been very present and has been holding space and holding, it's like the structure or building the new structure for the new energy that is anchoring on the planet. So we're working together. We are constantly exchanging information, and the divine feminine and divine masculine energy are merging together. So the more we come into balance within with our feminine and masculine energies, the more we assist the planet to come into balance. So this is one of the themes of today. And before I get into the body part of why it's important for the divine feminine to heal her body and to heal the experiences in the feminine body in order to prepare or to be able to come into sacred union, I'm going to go a little bit back into history and the energies of the divine feminine and the goddess energy and what has happened to it, and why we as the carriers of this divine feminine energy have gone through a lot. So, oh, thank you, Alicia, for your donation. Hi. Okay. So, we are coming from, to give you a little bit of background, we're coming from a time where there was so much darkness, right? There were all these systems and everything that was built. It was somehow based on controlling through fear. So we are coming into a time where we are learning how to release fear, how to release lack, and how to release separation. And the consciousness of separation, the collective consciousness that was generating separation. So when we are light workers, when we are twin flames, when we are in this journey, the first thing that gets activated when we come into the awareness that we are on a spiritual journey, be it because you met your twin flame, or be it because you awoke, or be it because you had a difficult situation and it made you aware of who you are. There are many paths, and not everybody, like we all have a very, very different and unique path. And this is part of what determines the kind of mission or the kind of purpose that we're serving on Earth. So I want to talk a little bit about the whole twin flame concept and the twin flame journey, and why I have seen that this whole concept has been, in some areas, it has been lately in like kind of detrimental to the actual advancement, to the actual plan, and to the actual purpose of what the twin flame mission is, or what the twin flame purpose is. So I don't want to go too deep into that, but I just want to bring you back into your power, because as divine feminines here, we are learning how to develop ourselves as women in a 360 way. So we're no longer forced, in many parts of the world, in many others, there's still this going on, of course. We are awakening slowly, but for the ones of us who are here, for the ones of us who have this spark that has awakened, and for the ones of you who are in this healing journey, it is very important to be empowered and to remain empowered, because the healing journey is not always easy, because we go through a lot of pain, we go through a lot of trauma, we go through a lot of situations, and this happens since we are kids. So if you are in a feminine body right now, a lot of the things that you are healing, a part of from your individual experience as a soul in your body in this lifetime, you're also healing for the collective of the feminine, and you're also healing for your family, your ancestral timelines, and it goes all the way back into, you know, your first incarnations and into lives even in different planets. And you know, there's a lot of that. I don't want to go too much into that either, because I don't want to confuse you. I would just want to bring in knowledge that you can like translate for your situation now. So when you look at your family, the predominant patterns of suffering or of separation between the masculine and the feminine are things that are carried down through the lineage. And the more we advance in the lineage, we it's like we take on these certain aspects of what our families or our parents weren't able to deal with or weren't able to heal. And when we come in as souls, we take on part of that healing. So that's why whatever we do in healing, it's always affecting the collective. It's always affecting the people we love. It's always affecting our environment. So this is why the focus on yourself is so primordial in these times. the missions that we had before in other lifetimes in the old spiritual paradigm. And for me, it's like right up until now, all the missions that we had as light beings, as indigo, as whatever you came here, if you were working for the light, if you were healing, a lot of these missions involved self-sacrifice and saving other people in spite of yourself, or sacrificing for the cause, or sacrificing for other people. And this is something that, in my personal opinion, in my personal experience, is something that we are learning to let go of by integrating the part of us that felt unworthy, or the part of us that wasn't really taking care of ourselves. So we're coming into a period of time where there's more light available for us, where we come from being these like warriors of light, of constantly feeling like we're going against the current in many ways in our healing journey, in the situations that we have had. But all of these situations that we lived through and that we survived because we survived them, they're not there, or they were never there to imprint this victim consciousness in us. But they were actually there for us to set ourselves free of that. So before, maybe we would go to a teacher, to a spiritual teacher, or to a guru, or to someone, or to church, to religion, to all of these places. And a lot of our innocence and our hope and our faith got manipulated through these systems of control and manipulation. So instead of getting help and assistance from the other people who were the ones who were in contact with divinity, let's say, we received a lot of imprints and programs and manipulations that just further this notion, or this concept, that we weren't empowered, that we didn't have what it took to be connected to God, to be in direct contact to God. What is happening now is that we are coming into the awareness that we are actually always connected to God, that we are actually the masters of our own destiny, of our energies, and that we are the divine beings on earth, that we are God, and that God is in everything, or the divine, or however you conceive it. I always say God because that's the relationship that I have. But you can call it the creator, or unity consciousness. It's all part of what we are learning collectively, to come from a place and a time and an era of separation, opposition, and coming into a time and an era of union, and of letting love and unconditional love build the bridges through everything. Sometimes I hear from my patients, or from people that I work with, that it's like, oh my God, I've been healing for so long, so many years, and I still have more layers to heal. And I just want to give you a lot of praise for all the healing work that you have done so far, and to really applaud you, because it hasn't been an easy road. But I want you to also see how far ahead we've come, how far we are in a collective level right now. To be talking about sacred union, to be talking about the divine feminine and the divine masculine, to be talking about being the light today, in this moment, and to be sharing this with everybody, with all of you who are here. This is really a treasure. This is something that I wouldn't even have thought possible when I was awakening, like some years ago, when I was going through my awakening process. Like, we are really building up the energies collectively through our self-healing. We're bringing ourselves as a planet to a place where, to a tipping point in energy. This is something that is happening multidimensionally. It's happening to the earth, it's happening to our bodies, it's happening to our consciousness, and it's happening to our planet. So we are really seeing just, the post that I did recently about the Schumann resonance and how we are receiving more light than we ever have in the planet. This light, this divine consciousness, which for me is just integrating more of God consciousness, of unity consciousness into the earth. This light is a benevolent light, and this is a healing light, and this is an intelligent light. And this is in all of us, and this is activating all of us very slowly, or not slowly, it's activating us in the precise moment that we need to be activated. And we're all playing a very important part of everything that is happening. Also, the whole twin flame concept. This is something that, a couple of years ago, or not like 20 years ago, 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, it was very difficult to be talking about sacred partnership, about sacred sexuality, about honoring the masculine and honoring the feminine, honoring the god and the goddess. This is something that has been coming to light in a very short amount of time if you compare it to the eras that our earth was more living in more darkness than in light, and that we were not so aware of our whole capacity. And of course, we're still in a transition period, but for me, we are in a very, very pivotal moment where we're starting to identify more with the light than with the dark. And when we identify more with the light, we focus more on the light. And even though there is always opposition, there are always counter forces, there is always duality, we are not being pulled into the darkness, and we're not being pulled into suffering, and we're not being pulled into the past the way we were before, because the light that we are constantly anchoring in ourselves is freeing us from all these old constrictions and restrictions from the past. Because darkness, in the end, is not something that is outside of us. It's also not something to fear. It is something that we collectively were also creating. So as we had the power to manifest that, the same way we're starting to identify more with the light, and we're starting to create a world where everything is more focused on being the light rather than fighting darkness. And when we stop fighting darkness, we start to integrate that naturally. And this is part of our discovery that we are light beings, that we are God, that we don't need to make ourselves unworthy because of things that were told to us or that we chose to believe. So we are starting to peel off these layers of dust. It's like we were just, imagine that we were all painted in these constrictions and this darkness, and we're starting to realize that this is really not our skin, that our skin is bright and it's filled of light, and it's filled of love and self-love. And this is true for both the feminine and the masculine. And why it is important right now as divine feminines, and why there is so much transformation going on, and why there are so many divine feminines that are awakening, that are kind of leading a little bit this spiritual awakening. This is why you find more divine feminines, more women in these spiritual groups, in learning the spiritual ways, and they're kind of leading the love revolution, let's say. And this is happening because on Earth, the feminine energy has been the most suppressed and one of the most attacked. Why? Because it is the creative force. It is one of the most powerful forces that there are. The creative energy, the sexual energy, the life force energy. The divine feminine energy has the capacity to grow anything that is presented. So for a long time, it was harnessed and it was manipulated to grow things, and to grow certain ways, and it was repressed so it would not, so it would not oppose certain ideals from certain groups or from certain, uh, it was kind of like maintaining maintaining the feminine in the darkness in order for the light not to be expressed, and for these parts of the um, or these energies to be able to control. But right now, this is changing. We came to this awareness collectively that we need to be imbalanced, that we need the masculine energy to be balanced with the feminine, and vice versa. So the masculine and the divine masculine, what they're doing now is they're holding the space. They are starting to open up to their own feminine energy. And this is also a very important part of liberating the feminine, that you as divine masculines work on liberating your creative force, your expression, expressing your feelings safely, expressing your emotions, creating, developing your nurturing skills. This is something that is very important for divine masculines to do, and also to lead other divine masculines and other men who are starting to wake up to their own divine feminine energy, who are starting to see, okay, I'm very sensitive, perhaps I'm an empath, perhaps I have been hiding and not showing my true nature because it is not accepted, or it hasn't been accepted until now. So I want you to understand that we are doing this healing and this anchoring and this restoring of the feminine with the divine masculine, and they are here holding the space for the healing and the transformation of the feminine. Just like the masculine partner, let's say, is there holding the hand of the pregnant woman when she's about to give birth. It's that kind of trust and confidence, and just holding the space and protecting. And this is also very nurturing energy that is coming from the masculine. Okay, so for the divine feminine, we are healing ages and centuries of unworthiness. This is one of the most crucial aspects in a healing of the feminine energy. And we are healing our wombs, because in our wombs we store all the memory of all our lifetimes. Let's say our wombs, our physical wombs and our energetic wombs are kind of like a small version of the Akash, let's say. There is so much that is stored and that we have in our bodies, in the feminine bodies, of memories of all these traumas and all these abuse and everything that happened. So there is this intrinsic imprint of unworthiness that we are here to heal. This is one of the most crucial things, to learn how to love ourselves and to teach ourselves how to love ourselves. Because of our nature, the feminine energy is giving, it is nurturing, and we have the mother energy in us, whether we have been mothers or not. The mothering energy, let's say, the protecting, the taking care, the nurturing, the giving, is always there. So we have to really learn, and we can even use that experience of giving, of loving others unconditionally, to redirect that to ourselves and to teach ourselves how to love ourselves. Because in my experience in working with women over the years, this is one of the most crucial steps that is sometimes even forgotten, because we are focused in healing all we're focused on healing our families, our friends, our loved ones, our partners. And when a woman is in a relationship, it's very easy to give. When there is love, it's very easy to give, but we need to learn how to give to ourselves. If you want to heal, if you have things from the past, if you have any trauma, if you have anything that you know that you would like to heal, just make a priority in your day, in your daily life, in your relationship to all, to love yourself. And if you don't know how to do it, ask God to teach you how to love yourself, how to make yourself the number one. Because as the feminine energy, when you heal yourself, you don't only heal you, but you heal at least 5 or 10 people around you. Because the feminine energy, as it is this creative force, it's always having an impact on the family you're in, on the environment you're in. So the feminine is kind of like the temperature, in a room, or the temperature in a certain place. When the feminine is healed, when the energy of the feminine is in self-love, everything gets nurtured all around. When the feminine energy is unbalanced and unhealed, everything in the environment turns unbalanced and unhealed. That's the impact that the energy of the feminine has. I had a teacher, Yogi Bhajan, who said, the women have a 16 times more impact in everything because of how women are built energetically, because they are built to carry a child, to carry life, and to bring life into earth, to bring new life. So that's why, according to Yogi Bhajan, women have 16 times more capacity to nurture, to love, to create, to do things. But the same 16 times more can work the other way. It can work on the contrary if the feminine is not healed. So it can be 16 times more hurtful. It can be 16 times more, dramatic. It can be 16 times more self-destructive than the masculine. And if you see today the issues that, or the sickness, or the issues that the feminine collective has, a lot of these issues are provoked, or are coming as a consequence of self-hate, or self-discrimination, or self-criticism. When we see the body, when we see our bodies, we have been told how our bodies are supposed to look, how our bodies what our bodies are supposed to do, how they're supposed to be perceived by others, how, this whole idea of perfection, and all of these artificial ideas of what a woman is. We have always been receiving these imprints and these ideas from an unhealed masculine collective. So when we apply those ideas into us, it's like we become sick, or we receive this distorted paradigm. And because we have this extreme ability to create, we can take it to all the levels that you may imagine. So that is why there's so much eating disorders among women. There are so many diseases of the womb, of have that. If you're experiencing that, any of these things that I just mentioned, even all traumas related to sexual abuse, to abuse of any kind, violence, um, you know, uh, any kind of trauma relating to abortion, to having sexual relations, all of these things, we all as women have some kind of imprint of these collective traumas. Okay, so what we're doing right now, as this darkness is is going away and we're bringing in more light, is all of the divine feminines who are awakened. You probably have struggled with one or all of these issues that I just mentioned, and this is part of how, if you go into your healing journey and you focus on healing yourself and focus on loving yourself from that particular issue, you are healing the collective, you're healing the imprint, and you are anchoring that healing and that energy of healing you're anchoring it into your energetic constitution, and it is something that will be carried on through the generations in your specific lineage. And also, it will help the people who come in contact with you to kind of energetically feel or perceive how they can also heal that in themselves. So we are all working together, we are all co creating together. And even if a divine masculine or a man, even if when he understands that, if he is able to heal that pain from his counterpart or from his sister or his mother, when you're able to feel the compassion for that, when you're able to heal that wound in you, you're also assisting the male collective in healing this. Because, we've at one point or another, we have always been, we have all been feminine and masculine. We have all been everything. We have all been the victim, and we have been all the perpetrators as well. So this is not about, um, judging anything. It's about understanding that we are all a reflection of God, of the divine, and that we're all um, building this new way of relating to one another collectively and through consciousness and through love. A lot of people ask me, like, like, how do you heal, and what do you do to heal? Like, how do you heal? Is it, the things that you have learned and you apply them? And for me, the answer is, I mean, of course, there has to be a journey in order to learn some things. But when I heal, and what is really healing the planet is really tapping into the energy of love and letting love guide and show you the way. This is the most underrated power or force. And this is something that we as light workers, that we as healers, as twin flames, we have to be um, able to recognize it, and we have to be able to let that energy of love act through us. We have to learn how to be the conduit of that love, of that light, because that is what is ultimately changing ourselves, ourselves, the planet, and everything. And it is very simple. You don't have to be, meditating for 4 hours every day and sending healing to everyone all the time. If you align with love and you make yourself a channel of love in your life, in your world, in the people that you talk to, in the people that you see in the supermarket, in the people that you work with the people that you're in touch, if you become that active channel of love, you will be helping immensely the collective. You will be helping yourself immensely, because sometimes even the greatest healings come through serving, through recognizing that everything and everyone is a part of you. And there is no more room for judging who are the good guys and who are the bad guys. That's why I love healing, and that's why I think that the healing journey is so incredibly filled with blessings, and surprises. Thank you so much, guys, for your donations. I really appreciate that. Um, because when we are healing, we don't judge. We are not able to judge the darkness because we know that it was as important as the light to show us the way. Many of us who are healers, if we wouldn't have had a very traumatic experience or a very deep, or we wouldn't have to go through very deep darkness, we probably wouldn't even be here as healers serving. Because part of what the darkness teaches us is vulnerability, is humility, is, even pain. Pain is a very, very sacred teacher, even though it is horrible to have that, and it's not nice, and it is not, and I don't wish that journey on anyone. But even through pain, even through the most unexpected tragedies that sometimes we are forced to go through and that are part of our life lessons, we are only living that so that we can awaken to the higher power of the soul. And if you go back in your life and you see those tragedies and you see those parts that were probably very far from a loving experience, you will find that that thing or that person, that situation awoke something in you. And somehow, some way, it brought you to a bigger awareness of who you are. And it brought you closer to this path that you're in now, this path of light and this path of healing. So, something that I always see, um, you guys are so welcome. Something that I always see, and I started seeing since I began my healing journey, was that all the patients that I have had since the beginning, since I was, just when I started healing, I was about 17, and I I just started doing free service, right? So I was just healing everyone who came into my path who wanted to receive a healing or who was open to receive a healing. And I would offer this because I was guided to do this, right? So to really start assisting people through what I had found or through what I had healed in myself. And um, I was just guided. That was part of my mission to do this for many years. So this was, the exchange that I had there was that I was learning and I was practicing my healing skills, and the persons that were receiving that, they were receiving healing, right? So it's kind of like when like tattoo artists start to do tattoos, they usually don't charge, right? And the friends and whatever, they get their tattoos. So it was kind of like it's the same dynamic. So I started healing friends and family. And I started to realize that every person that I saw, every person that came to me uh, out of the blue, through synchronicity or coincidence or however you call it, they all had something, like the theme that they were healing was something that I had healed in the past, or they were healing something that I was currently still healing. So I was shocked of how beautifully and miraculously our journeys are actually designed. For example, there was this theme that I had with my mother that I have talked about before. And at one point, so many of my patients that came in, they had the same problem, or they were going through the same exact situation with their mothers, or even, and also men that had the same situation. So when we are in this path of healing, there's a lot of like I would say perhaps 80% of it is to trust the love that we are, and to trust our love to guide us into the places, into the people, into the situations. So when we're healing ourselves, it is the same. We have to be able to build the trust in ourselves, to really be able to carry ourselves, to really be able to fall back into ourselves no matter what happens. When you know that you are your safe blanket, when you know that you are there for you no matter what you do, no matter what life brings to you, no matter what situations or challenges you may face, you will always see those challenges as an opportunity to grow. And your perspective will be a perspective coming from the light, or anchored in the light, rather than anchored in the darkness. When we are anchored in the darkness, our perspective makes us the victim of things. And it makes us feel that we are lacking. And it makes us feel that we are not worthy, or that we are not enough, or that we are alone. So if you feel any of these things, know that it is not that there is something wrong with you, but it is that your perspective is still anchored in darkness, or in your own shadow. So what you can do is to recognize that, to be able to bring your perspective into the light. And if you don't know what that light looks like, you can start to create it. You can start to, just from your heart, feel, how do I want to feel? Do I want to feel safe? Do I want to feel love? Do I want to feel this unconditional love that I would love to have from my twin flame, or that I would love to have from my mother or from my father? Can I give this to myself? Can I be my own parent? Can I be my own mother? Can I birth myself? And can I give myself the life that I deserve? Can I give myself a life filled with love? And this is when your heart speaks. And when we listen to our heart, that's when all the magic starts to happen in your life. And you may have to change things, and things may crumble, but you will always have you. And that is what we're learning here. We are learning how to be the light and to be the love in our lives. Exactly, dear Jeremy. We have to learn how to give it to ourselves. So, coming back to the twin flame journey, as I'm speaking these words, as I'm bringing this transmission to you, I want to touch on this. Yes, Hawk Intuition, the love alchemy. I want to talk about this because there has been this, thank you so much. There has been this, let's say, yeah, I will call it a manipulation of the twin flame energy. And there has been this siphoning of the twin flame energy in the distortion of, of creating this obsession and this this thought of, I am not whole, or I need this person to complete me, or I need to be in union with somebody in order to feel love. I know many of you have heard many descriptions and many concepts, and perhaps you don't even resonate with the whole thing, but I know for many of you, you are here. And I also use the twin flame term, but since I started putting the knowledge that I receive and my perspective out there, I noticed that because of some of the patients that I receive, the conversations that we have here in the channel, I noticed that there have been a lot of people that have been kind of, and perhaps not even consciously, because there are many people out there that are talking about this, that are talking about the twin flame journey. But there has been, or this energy of confusion and of manipulation of what the twin flame journey really is and what a twin flame is. And I saw that all of these concepts that are flying around, all this information started acting as a way of um, kind of pulling the energies, the innocence and the love, and siphoning those energies. Um, and many of you, I know from what I heard, instead of being, in a self-healing journey or discovering journey, you ended up being in a place where you felt like you were locked down, or where you felt like you were manipulated, or where you just were drained, or where it all became this obsession about this one person or about this concept. And there were many ways that this was used, and that that all the all the concepts of multidimensionality, of the 5D and the 3D, like a lot of these concepts that are actually true, were used in order to create more separation and to prevent these true unions and these light unions to happen. So I don't want to like scare anyone, or to disrupt the energy. I'm just trying to bring some awareness to those of you who may have gone through that, and who may have been disappointed by the whole twin flame thing, or for those of you who instead of empowering yourselves through the journey, you let your power go into all of these concepts and theories and ideas that were kind of created innocently, but that were then used to prevent certain to prevent that union to happen within you, which is the self-love realization. And after that, of course, the creating of those physical unions on earth. So it's something that it's very real, for me at least. I really want you to form your own opinions about the whole thing, because you are the ones who have the answers for your particular journey, for your development, for your soul. And what I'm just trying to give you here is that your journey doesn't have to fit any mold. It doesn't have to fit any concept. Though it doesn't mean that you are not a twin flame, or it doesn't mean that you're not a light being creating sacred union within you, and also creating sacred union with another. So exactly, the twin flame journey forces you to go within. But for me, what I call union, you have seen that in my videos. I do these light languages where I call forward union, and I have talked about union. Union is union with all. Union is that love energy that is connecting all of us. So for you to be able to come into this sacred union, and to be that sacred union in the physical, you have to come into that sacred union within you, and with all the realms and dimensions that you have as an awakened being. So what does this mean? It means that when we are motivated, by the love that we feel for another person, or we're motivated by the love that we feel for humanity, usually it is by the love that we feel for another, for this other person, that is reflecting the light that we have. But this acts as a catalyst. This acts as for many as an awakening point to what we're actually doing here. And as twin flame couples, as the holders of the twin flame template, because for me, the way I see it, it is an energetic template. When we hold that, we have to actualize as the divine feminine, actualize as the divine masculine, actualize as the spiritual beings that we are, because most of you who are twin flames are going to serve broader and are already serving broader than your own union with you, than your own personal healing. And you're also going to serve broader in the collective. So to understand how deep and how profound the journey is, it's actually very simple. And it comes back to that energy of love that we were talking about. And we have to come into terms with ourselves, to integrate our shadows to a certain degree where we know that we are worthy, that we are loved, that we are held, and that we don't need anything outside to prove that to us. Because this was something that came from the old paradigm, you know? In the old paradigm, we were taught that everything, that God was outside of us, that there was always something to reach, something to pursue, something to run after, that there was always something above us or below us. And now we're coming into the awareness for the first time that we are actually everywhere, that we are actually multidimensional beings, that we're actually living and creating, that the whole world that is outside is actually created and built through our inside constructs. So we are in a time and a place where the inner world is becoming more and more important. And as twin flames, as light workers, as awakened beings, as however you feel, if you're in this journey of spirituality, if you're in this journey of love, there is a big, big focus on going inside and retrieving the knowledge, the wisdom, the love, the power, and really to bring forward the spiritual warrior that you are, the God and the goddess that you are. That is why, for me, the divine feminine is a woman who is embodying her divine energy, her divinity, her infinity. When we are infinite beings, we are not afraid of lack. We are not afraid of being alone. We are not afraid of losing anything because we understand that we are everything. And the same thing for the divine masculine. The divine masculine is whole. When you, as a man, tap into your infinity, you are everywhere. You are in love with everything. And you have infinite capacities. This is also how we activate our gifts. This is also how, our innate is activated, how our clairvoyance is activated, how all these wonderful, magical things that we always wished to have, that's how they come to our bodies, to our awareness. That's how they show up. When we go inside and we find them, and we find ourselves worthy of them. So I hope this message is resonating with you, and it's activating that seed of who you are, because we're starting to learn how to anchor this divinity and this light and to hold it more and more in the body. It's like we are still going back and forth, sometimes we kind of go back into the past, resolve things, heal things, and then we come back to the awareness of the divine beings that we are. And the more we come into this awareness, the more we are able to anchor this energy, this higher frequency into our fields. And the higher the frequency is in our fields, the more our perspective shifts to the light. And the more this happens, the more we're able to bring others into that perspective as well, and to shine a light on everybody who is needing this. So if you are feeling that you have a twin flame, that you have this person that you love and that you wish to share love with, and you wish to be, uh, you know, um, doing this mission, it's also important to know that the twin flames also have a mission together. And part of the mission is what we are doing here. It is healing the divine feminine, healing the divine masculine, and coming into this uh, union where both of the parts are, have a this perspective of light, or have an amount of light that they can hold, and when they come together they create this even bigger light. And when the feminine and the masculine come together, you know we are we are the ones who create life, right? Like physically, through our biology, we are capable of bringing new life to be. So we become very, very powerful together. So this is why, you know, the more twins come into this union, into this true union within themselves, and then when they come together, it's not really about, if you are before that happens, it's not really about one person or who your twin flame is or who this person is. It's not about focusing on the person per se. It's about focusing on the love, on the union that you're bringing in you, on your healing, that they focus on their healing. And when the time is right, when the frequencies are right, there will be this alignment. So it's not a journey of hurrying up, and it's not, who gets there first wins something, Of course we will win, we will have love, and we will share love even more. But what we're learning to do is to be the love and to love ourselves in order to be able to love the others more, and to love the others from a perspective of light, from a perspective of union from within. Because if you are not in that place, if you are not in union with you, you may come into union with your twin flame, but it won't last, or it won't, create this union in all dimensions. Remember that as twin flames, we are not working only in the body, and we're not working only in the emotions, and we're not only working in the psyche. We are working with our whole multidimensional fields. So if there's anything that is not healed yet, that this union will be union in certain aspects, but not in all. And of course, we're not perfect, and we're not trying to be perfect either. But what we're doing is we're trying to learn how to love ourselves. That's the most important part, to know that you're self-sufficient, that you don't need things, that you don't need anyone to complete you, that you are not lacking, that you are perfect as you are, with all your imperfections, with all your darkness, with all your light, with everything you went through. When you learn to see yourself like that, you are also able to see another one like that, another person. And this is true for your twin flame, but this is also true for coming into union with everybody that comes your way. If you learn how to see people, to look into their eyes, and to tap into your love, and to feel love and compassion for them, and to, when you're able to just bless them, or to wish happiness for them, or to help them, or to just, randomly say hi, or, when we do that, we are really becoming the light warriors that we are. We are really embodying the love. And this is what twin flames are here to do. They're here to embody the love and to be the love, not only with one person, because love doesn't distinguish, anything. It doesn't distinguish form. It goes through all. It binds everything. It is the glue that keeps everything together. It is the light. So we, as twin flames, we have the opportunity to, of course, bring into balance our feminine and masculine aspects and come into harmony, into union with a person who has also balanced their feminine and masculine, so that these healed masculine and feminine energies can co-create together a new paradigm. And if the feminine energy and the masculine can bring new life, this is what we are creating, this new life, this new way of relating to the world, these new spaces, this new works, new everything. We are redefining the whole relationships, but we do that through the power of love. And this is just to tell you that if you are not in union, if you are not feeling there yet, it is not a punishment. It is not that you are doing anything wrong. It is not that, you have 1,000 things to heal. It is just that you are still in the process and you're still discovering your self-love. You're still discovering your light. But the more you do it, the more it will bring you all the, the steps that you have to take in order to get there. If you're here, you will get there. If you're able to feel what I'm saying, if you're able to resonate with this energy, you know that it is coming towards you. But it's not about how fast it comes to you. It is about you being able to embody it here now, and then everything will flow. And it's not about, struggling. It is about healing. Okay? So, I'm so glad, guys. Thank you for all of you who are writing in the chat box. I wasn't able to read because, I'm also channeling and I get into my own energies, but I will read everything with detail a little bit later. Okay? But yes, of course, Anthony, it will come. It is coming, I really like to share this example of, when someone randomly says to you, like, oh, you look so beautiful, or oh, what a beautiful dress, or, any kind of really like unexpected compliment that we might receive, or this spontaneous act of kindness that we may receive. And sometimes we receive them when we least expect them. This energy is also always a sign of what is coming. Even if those moments were very brief, even if these moments of extreme joy and happiness and abundance, if even though they were brief, perhaps they are just letting you know that all of that is coming. They were just a taste of everything that is coming. So, I encourage you to search within, to always find teachings and find healers and find concepts, and really engage with the kind of energies that actually make you feel good, that make you feel more at ease, that make you feel love, that make you feel at peace. This is, like, for me, what I use as, the my compass. Your inner compass, your inner guidance, your intuition is what knows what's best for you. Even though sometimes, our ego or the little child in us wants to hear confirmations and wants to have insight and wants to receive things from other people or other places, when you are craving for that confirmation, just try to sit down very calmly, 3 minutes, and connect to your heart, and tell your heart and tell God to confirm that for you, or to guide you. And as you do this, you're building more and more of your strength, and you're building more and more of your resilience, and your heart, uh, it's like it resurrects itself. And we are infinite beings. So even though sometimes we may feel very tired or very depleted in the journey and we don't know what to do anymore, or we feel um, like, oh my God, when am I going to heal? And I've been doing this and this and this. You know, trust that it will happen when it's meant to happen. I've been there. I truly have. I've been in a healing journey for, I think, almost 15 years now. And there were times in my journey where I was like, oh my God, is this ever going to end? you know. Um, but then I realized that it wasn't about a destination. It wasn't about getting something done or or getting certain results. I started to understand that the whole journey was about serving myself, serving my soul, and really accepting everything that my soul and God had planned for me with the utmost love possible and with more compassion and kindness. And instead of judging my journey and instead of comparing it to other journeys and instead of wanting it to be over or to be done or, I started to find the blessings in each thing that happened, in each difficulty, in each riddle, or in each, even now, in our bodies are telling us things. um, we are having symptoms, we are having things to heal. There is always something, but we are all serving this purpose. And we're serving, when we start to align with love and to serve with love, with our lives, we receive so much support and so much help. And this is also one of the messages that I was getting before I came on here, that I was hearing, tell them that they are supported. Tell them that they are not alone. And this was something that for me was a big theme, especially when I was growing up. Um, when I was a little girl, I spent so much time alone. And, I really had this wound growing up, of feeling abandoned and of feeling alone all the time. And also alone in regards to my galactic family, in regards, and even though I had contact from my guides and my angels, there was a point where I even, kind of shut down from that or rejected that because I was too immersed in the wound of this being alone. Um, and this is something that many of you probably as light workers have felt. And this is something that we all as souls have felt, because this is like the first separation wound of the soul, when we kind of separate from all that is, from God, and we come into this experience of being one, right? Of having this personality, of being in this vessel, an individual experience. Um, but this uh, wound, or this core wound of being alone, this is something that can be healed. And this is something that, as you know, and all of you who are here, you are here together. We're all here together, and we are actually never alone. All of us who are here, we always have our support. We always have divine guidance. I know that, many of you are like, oh, well, I would love to see that, or I would love to have that experience. Well, I invite you to invite your divine help and your divine support, and invite, talk to God, talk to your guides, your angels, to your higher self, to your divine energy, and ask it to show you the support that you need, to show you that you are not alone. And I promise you that you will receive these signs, you will receive this communication. And the more you communicate, the more you open yourself up to receive that communication, the more it will happen and the more it will integrate in your 3D reality. So, for me now, it's something that I never feel alone. um, in comparison to how I felt when I was a kid, now it's the complete opposite. I never feel alone because I'm always connected. So the more we connect to ourselves, to the goddess and the god that we are, the less we will feel alone. You start to know that you are a human creature, you have your human body, you have all this fragility, and inside you are holding infinity. And you have an infinite reservoir of love, an infinite reservoir of healing capacities, of different gifts, and this richness to your own uniqueness. And this is something that I really encourage you to go inside and to find that and to see that and to treasure that. Maybe even going into your childhood and seeing that part of you, that spark. I know many divine feminines who have this really, really incredible inner child, and the inner child has kind of more like a masculine personality. It's more like a warrior, and it has this energy of, I'm going to climb the trees and I'm going to do this. That fearlessness, that lack of fear, that courage, that innocence, we all have that, but we kind of forget about it as we grow up. But if you want to tap into that, if you want to develop your gifts, develop your clairvoyance, develop your connection to God, tap into your child, tap into your inner child, and tap into that innocence, and it will guide you and it will tell you what to do. Sometimes it's just a matter of, stop acting like an adult. Stop acting, stop following all these rules. Stop, behaving a certain way. And this goes for the feminine and the masculine. We as divine feminines, we can be everything. We can act, the way our soul feels like acting. And the same is for the divine masculine. There is no right or wrong in that. And the more we learn how to treasure that, that quirkiness that we have, that uniqueness, those parts of us that we may hide from people because of being afraid of being judged, or those parts of us that are really funny. I know many people who are very funny, and they just they kind of hide it because it makes them perhaps vulnerable, or because of there are some fears of that. But let's, if you can and if you want to, try to connect with all of those aspects in you and love them. Even those aspects that you perhaps don't really like, or that you identify as shadows. Try loving them unconditionally and bring them to the surface, bring them to the light, and see what happens. Okay, sorry, that was my phone. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. The confirmation here. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so I went a little bit long into this, but I hope this is making sense for you guys. I hope this is bringing you some insight and some awareness. And yes, remember that, please, that you are not alone. That was a very strong message for today. And so I will do a small collective healing for everyone who is here. Okay, before we go into the mini healings. As you know, in these live chats, I give the opportunity, or I offer these brief healings For those of you who like to receive a bit of guidance, a bit of healing for your situation or your connection, and to offer that in a way that is more accessible to everyone. And at the same time, when we heal that part for you, all the ones who are here listening also receive the benefits of that healing. And usually it's pretty synchronistic. So, if you feel guided, you can stay for those healings, those mini healings, and we will see what comes through for today. Okay. So thank you so much, TP, Jeremy, Sacred Journey, Alicia, Hawk Intuition. Thank you for all your your comments. I am so glad that you're here and that you're sharing. And I know that you're also great light beams for the community. So please feel free to share your insights and to share what you're feeling, because this always brings more connection. I love you too, Lois. I really do. I'm so happy and so glad that that I actually followed the guidance to open up this channel, and it is so beautiful and so rewarding, and I'm really honored to be doing this work with all of you, because we're all doing it together. And I thank you. Liebe Grüße, Claudia. I love that you guys are from different countries and places, and I don't know if I told you, but in a very personal note, I love languages, and I love learning new languages. So okay, so let's go into the collective healing now. For those of you who are just joining, we just discussed a little bit of many topics, but basically self-love and twin flame. So if you want to listen to a replay later, you're welcome to do that. And right now we're going to go into the more practical part of this healing today. And I'm going to do a healing circle for all of you guys who are here. We're going to heal collectively these topics that I just shared. Yes, Jeremy, I'm feeling so blessed too. Thank you. Danke, Claudia. Okay, so let's do this, guys. Okay. You're so welcome. Oh, and I also wanted to share with you, I'm very excited, but I just ordered a new microphone because I haven't had a microphone so far. And I'm really excited because, all of this, all of your donations, whatever, this you contribute to this channel and whatever is generating from the channel itself, I am determined to use it to continue to create, all these the meditations, the healings, all the free content that I hope is assisting you. And I get very excited, to be able to share that. And I hope with this new microphone, it's not like a big thing, but I think it will be, it will allow me to do better healings and better meditations for you guys. So I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that you know that all of your donations are used for that. They help me to continue to build for the channel and to find new ways of bringing these healings and these teachings to you. And you are an inspiration for me. You really are. It's really an honor. Okay. Thank you, Alicia. Hi, Soul Guidance Tarot. Hi, Morgan. Okay, guys. So if you are ready, let's, if you can just drink a little bit of water. I'm just going to have a sip here. And you can just start to breathe in. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Oh yeah, I would love that. Let's see how it goes, you know. Um, this has been a very interesting journey for me as well. And as many of you know, I kind of had a very big turning of the page, and I started from scratch many things, and it was the best thing that I have done. Um, but it's really very slowly I'm being guided for the things that are coming. But I I do really love to be able to be here. So okay. Yes. I have been doing all of these videos and these meditations through my phone, so you can imagine. But it has been so beautiful, you know. And I'm also the kind of person that has a very old camera with film. I love to, um, the analog things. I really treasure them somehow. Maybe it's my the part of my old soul there, or my I don't know. But okay, so let's go into the healing now. Sorry, I'm just rambling away. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's breathe in deeply. Okay. Love these beautiful souls here. If you want, you can place your left hand on your heart, or your right hand if you are a divine masculine. And let's just start to breathe in deeply. Okay, and I'm seeing a lot of your galactic families coming in. Okay, all these beings of light. And it's like we're standing on this beautiful sphere. All of us are in this beautiful, really, really big sphere. It is a sphere that is blue and pink, like a sapphire, and a very light pink energy. And we're all there, united through our consciousness, through our hearts, connected into Mother Earth, held by the goddess. And now the god is also coming forward. So the deep blue is the masculine energy, and the pink is the feminine energy. And there's the masculine is bringing in this beautiful, like fatherly energy, this kind of like the energy of the wise elders. And it's saying, all is well, everything is going to be okay. No matter what the circumstances are, no matter what the 3D world is presenting, no matter what the feelings, the emotions are presenting. He's just here to confirm through his wisdom that you're safe, that you are protected, and that all is well. And I know some of you needed to hear that message. Okay, so now the feminine is coming in, and she's starting to pour this beautiful liquid water, healing water, through your spines, through each and every one of your spines. And this is starting to heal through the 13 combination, your DNA strands. And she's saying it's wrapping everything up in love, nurturance, self-love, and unconditional love. Connecting into your heart, to the awareness of your heart. All the treasures are here. They're showing me again this seashell that is opening up with this beautiful pearl inside. And this is for you to see the treasures, the gifts, the miracles that are inside of your heart, and to tap into this divine light alchemy. She's saying the antidote is always within you. The healing, the love, the medicine is always in your heart. Now, as we tap into this beautiful energy of the heart, into our innocence, into our love, this energy of the divine masculine, the divine feminine, the light warriors starts to build up. And there's this beautiful white flame activating in your hearts. And it's the flame of self-realization, self-recognition. And this is starting to allow you to see, to feel, and to know who you truly are, your true purpose, the remembrance of when you decided to serve humanity, when you decided to serve the light, when you, as divine masculine, decided to protect and to serve the divine feminine. And when you, as divine feminine, decided to nurture and to serve the divine masculine. And this is starting to activate all the base tones of your fields, activating your multidimensionality. You can start to see and to perceive your energy as an infinite vortex of light. For some of you, you can see um, it's like a geometric configuration. You can start to see how your field, your energy is starting to spin counterclockwise. And you're starting to retrieve the tones, the sacred geometry, the codes, the remembrance. They're even showing me the paintings of the caves, the glyphs, all the signs and the symbols that pertain to your individual energetic configuration, that make you the divine being that you are, through your uniqueness, through your sword of truth, through embodying your divine truth. You are the divine truth that you seek, and you are the divine love that you seek. Om Shaya Kiyama Shumayane. Just connecting to the Starlight Nations, to your families of origin, to the light and the starseed families that are here supporting you. They're connecting with you through the inner channels, through this beautiful golden spiral. And as this spiral activates in the inner channels of your being, you start to retrieve, you start to pull in to your field, to your reality, all the confirmations, all the wisdom, all the answered prayers, all your secret wishes and hopes. They're addressing very specifically this for this group, that all of your intuition was always right, that you start to understand that your intuition is the knowledge and the wisdom of your heart, of your essence, of all the lifetimes that you have experienced here and in other realms. Starting to open up to the higher ranges, starting to open up your higher channels of light. And opening also your connections to the earth, to the crystalline grid, and opening through the feet the capacity to let go, the capacity to filter out anything that is no longer serving you, anything that is preventing you from flying, activating the chakras at the soles of your feet. You are free, and you're saying, I am free. I am sovereign. I am a sovereign being. I am free. in this vessel. I am free in all dimensions. I am free in all my expressions throughout all space and time. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am infinity. I am consciousness. I am infinite love. I am divine power. I am the divine warrior. I am strong. I have the strength of the angels. I am supported by all the legions of light, and I am seen, and I am honored, and I am understood in my purity, in my innocence, in my strength, in my courage, and in my power. I anchor union, the highest frequency and potential of union in my body. And you can see these beautiful golden seeds, and with diamond light on the outside, they're going into your heart, and they're starting to spread this beautiful diamond light through your body, through your cells, through your blood, through your bones, through all of your etheric fields, etheric bodies, through all the vertical, through all the horizontal planes, into infinity. And we're bringing in the light of God, and the light of the Divine Mother, co-combined to nurture all of your cells and to push away, to release very organically, very gently, all of the false light, all of the false constructs, anything and all that was imitating the light, anything and all that wasn't pure light essence, that this all starts to filter out, to release from your field, and to be replaced by this beautiful golden light and this beautiful rose pink energy from the Divine Mother. Anything and all that doesn't belong to you anymore, anything that is ready to be released, anything that is limiting your expansion, your perspective, your view, your knowing, your inner knowing, anything and all that is not the source light I am, is being filtered out just the way they filter these little stones in sand. These little things, these little stones are being filtered out of your field, and they are safely being returned to the core of Mother Earth, to the sacred fire, to be transmuted and reintegrated in light. Just receive. And we're also receiving, as we do this, we're also receiving beautiful gifts from these crystals, from these crystal beings. And this is reminding me of Lemuria and these beautiful waters, healing waters that are coming in. And each of you are receiving very particular gifts and remembrance for you to take home, to take in your heart, and to continue to work with this energy and to share this energy, this love, and this capacity to love with yourself, with your body, with your thoughts and emotions, and with all of the people that are in your lives, with all of the beings that are in your life. Okay. You're just receiving these blessings. And this is also blessing your lineage, your families of origin, your human families, all your soul group, extended soul group, monad, and beyond. And this is also blessing the collective with divine truth, with divine knowledge, with divine strength, with divine power, with divine mission. And we're just going to wrap you all in source light, wrapping you in these beautiful crystalline waters, through the blue and through the pink, working together, merging these energies in your heart, activating the seed of love and the seed of knowledge and the seed of truth through the pink and the blue in your heart. Shiamakaya Natuya Shiamatai Duana Ahiaka Dunamiakana Dea Mashuita. Thank you all for assisting the world, for assisting the universe, for being here, and for being the one and anchoring the love of the one. And so it is. We're just going to anchor you through your trees of life, through the root, to the beautiful core of Mother Earth, activating. You're all activated. I'm seeing these beautiful spirals around each of you. You're pulling in this, activating this frequency of love and pulling in everything that is aligned with this frequency now. Wrapping up, shielding and protecting. And so it is. Very slowly, We're going to start to breathe in deeply, very slowly. We're going to start bringing in all of these energies back with us into our beautiful physical bodies. With every breath you take, you're anchoring this into the core of Mother Earth. And you're continuing to release anything and all that is no longer for you. Starting to feel your body, starting to move, to stretch. And very gently, when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. How is everybody doing? That was beautiful. Thank you so much for doing this, for co creating this with me and with your guides and with everyone who showed up. I felt like we were thousands and thousands of beings. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Yes. This is normal to feel, a little bit of the energies moving. Please drink water, guys. Hydrate yourselves because we go pretty deep and we move a lot of energies. um, so, in order to help to integrate the energies, it's very good to have a very large glass of water now, if you can, and to continue to drink water in these days because I feel like you will um, continue to heal for a couple of days at least. That's wonderful, Hawk Intuition. Yes, that happens to me too sometimes. And sometimes I don't know if you have had this, but I hadn't experienced this in a long time. And sometimes when I come back from dream state, I have to remind myself who I am. Like I forget kind of for a moment there, uh, like my perception of my body and who I am in this physical plane. You're so welcome. So welcome, Claudia. Alles Gute. Wir sehen uns bald und schlaf gut, schlaf schön. It's some of you who need to go. I know you guys. It's for some of you. It's very late, so enjoy, and you can go with this energy into bed and continue to receive. Just be open to receive, and let me know how you do. Let me know what happens after this. That's funny, Alicia. And Louise, that's so nice that you see colors. I love it because, we all have different ways of seeing through our third eye. Some of you feel are more sensitive, like in sensations and feeling the energy through the body. Some of you see more colors. Some of you, feel different things outside your field. So, we're all so unique and so special. Great. I'm glad you guys enjoy that. And, feel free to listen again whenever you need to. Usually these healings continue to go deeper So, feel free to do whatever you are guided. Oh, you're so welcome, guys. Okay, so we're going into the mini healings now. This was a lot longer than I expected, as as usual, but I love to be here with you. And I'm feeling much better also physically now. So um, let's do this, guys. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Teresa, for your donations. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Hawk Intuition. Um, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you are here today. It's amazing how we find each other. That's so funny, Anthony. I love it when I do healings, and they're usually uh, cats or dogs. They will always come into the picture. I love that. Great. Okay, love. So I will start the mini healings now. Before some of you go, I just wanted to invite you to the 12-12-12 ceremony, union ceremony that I will be hosting. It will also be a free event. This will be on the 12th, on the full moon, the Gemini full moon. And as you know, I usually do Divine Feminine full moon gatherings. But this full moon, I was really guided to invite all divine masculines and all divine feminines to bring in your energies. And we're going to do a very special sacred ceremony to bring in and to anchor more the energy of union. So what we did today was a little bit of a taste of what we're going to do. And we're going to go deeper into the theme of union, and we're going to focus on the energy of union from a broader perspective to give you more tools to anchor this in your life, in all layers and all facets of your life. And we will use the energies that are available for us now, the 12-12 energies, which is bringing two into one, bringing oneness, and bringing this one love to all of us. We're going to do that during the ceremony. So if you want to join, like I said, it's a free event. It's going to be, again, 7 p.m. Central Time. But if you're in other countries and you're not able to join, you can register below. I put the link on the description box of this video, and I also have it on my website. But you can register, and then I will send you the replay if you're not able to join live. But I always ask, and I set the intention that everyone who watches the healings or these videos or anything that I do, that it's, it comes to them at the right time. So even if you're not live, you will be getting the benefits of the energy and the vortex energy that we will be creating through the feminine, the masculine energies. So I'm really excited about that, and I hope you can join me there. And what else? Oh yes, and for the divine feminines, I also wanted to tell you that I will be doing this divine feminine retreat here in Mexico, in the South Pacific coast, in a very small surfer town at the beach. And it is going to be a 7-day retreat, and I will be hosting this at my home. And it will be like a chance for me and for us to work in a very small group, because there will only be, I think, 4 or 5 spots available, so that I can really work one-on-one with each one of the participants and to help you shift and heal the divine feminine in you, to reconnect to the goddess. We will do a lot of individual healing, but also full moon rituals, self-marriage rituals, and just really bring in the energy of the goddess that is available for us now to really heal deeply and transform our lives and learn how to create from that sacred place, from our sacred energies, from our sacred feminine energy, and to really honor that creational energy that we embody. So I will be doing that with you. We will be sharing this beautiful house, and we will, do a lot of very fun, adventurous things. But it will all will be just focused on healing and shifting and transforming as deeply and as instantly as possible. So if you want to join me in that, I also have the information on my website, and I will be sending more information and more pictures of the places and the things that we will do. But if you're interested and you have questions about it, also you can write to me. And for all of you guys, I'm also offering this, this a very nice like payment plan, so that it is very affordable for the most of you. Okay. So let me know about that. And as always, I'm here. And we will go now into the mini healings. And for those of you who may leave, I wish you the best. And I will see you again next Saturday or in the full moon, or we will connect etherically. Okay. Much love to you guys. Okay. Luxury is done. You're so funny. Yes. Okay. So let's see who's first, guys. We're going into the mini healings now. I'm so excited. Okay. Let me see here my healing list. Okay, Rachael J. Rachael J, are you here? Are you live? If you are, let me know. And let me know if you have any specific question or anything that you would like me to address. And for those of you who don't know how these mini healings go, they're actually I just tune into your energy, and if it's for your twin flame as well, I tune into both energies, and I I channel this small healing, this brief healing of whatever we can shift right now that's best for you and your twin. And we do this in a very short amount of time because we go through many healings, but I trust that you receive what you were needing in that moment. So that's how it works. And the way I see things is that I receive images and I receive messages clairvoyantly, and usually I just see it as like movies in my head, and I'm guided to follow the steps in the healing part. Hi, Rachel. Nice to see you there. Great. Okay, I want to just see what comes up for me and my twin. Okay. Okay, so let's go into that. Okay, I'm just tapping into your energies, dear Rachel. If you want, you can just relax, close your eyes, breathe in deeply, breathe with me. Okay, so what I'm saying to Rachel is, I don't know if you're dealing with something with your with a feminine energy. It seems like this like this unhealed or this shadow aspect of the feminine energy. It feels even like a mother. I don't know if you have any kind of, like trouble or a difficult relationship with your mother, or growing up, if there was something. It feels like kind of like an oppressive feminine energy in your field that is causing some pain and some anger, or perhaps this anger coming towards you. Um, so let me just see. We're going to go on ahead and clear this, because this is also affecting the relationship with the twin. It's like right now you can't even focus on the twin, because this is very like predominant in your field. So let me just clear this. Let's just clear this out. Okay, so if you can just imagine this beautiful golden energy, this golden spiral that is coming down from God into your head, into your crown. And it's starting to pull up this energy. This is like a very dark blue and dark green energy. And it's just being pulled out of your field through the gold. And it's being retrieved back to God. Tiamyasha koi dananaya shayana tayana. And also, if any of this applies to you guys, to the ones who are listening, or if you wish to receive this, or if this resonates, you can also ask for this to be received and to be healed in your field. Whatever I say and do in the personal, you can also ask to receive this for you. Toyan, 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 toyan. Okay, and we're also removing some constructs. I don't know if this was like a very important figure that taught you about love or about relationships. We're just releasing some constrictive mental patterns, constructions, just releasing from the brain, from the ears, of things that you heard perhaps growing up. Anything that is blocking in any way the union, or you knowing that you are deserving of union, that you are deserving of being in love, of being loved. And this doesn't really apply. I mean, it's more of like your inner energy. And we're going to clear the same for the divine masculine, for your divine masculine. Yeah, also a lot coming out from the third eye of the masculine. Releasing these old energies, manipulation. And just old, because I'm seeing like kind of like spider webs, and when there's places that haven't been touched. So this is just for me a sign that these are very old beliefs. So releasing from the family lineages, dynastic imprints. Also, I don't know where your twin's from, but from wherever he's from, his nationality, his ancestors, we're clearing this out of his field. And through your field, bringing healing for the divine feminine and the divine masculine in your lineage. Okay, and as we do this, you start to reach out for each other with the hands. And you can also set the intention to stop carrying the burdens and the sorrow and the pain from your families, and to rather start carrying the joy and the love and the wisdom and the power So updating your missions, updating your twin flame mission, and coordinating the missions, coordinating, weaving through the fields, compassion, forgiveness, understanding. You can see a white light embracing both of you, sailing through the gold. So it is. Wonderful. Okay, dear Rachel, you can continue to receive. If you feel guided to stay in that state, you can continue there. I hope this helps you. Okay. Hope this assists you. Okay. That's awesome, Jessica. Wow. You know, we do merge with each other, and we do, we do work together. You're welcome, dear Rachel. I hope this helps. And if you can, I feel like it's important for you to work on your, it's like your freedom from how your family was and all the family history that for you and your twin, that instead of it being weighing you down, that you start to return that back to God, give it to God, and really asserting your freedom from that and your new ways and building the new path. Okay? I feel like this is very important for both of you. And you can work on that more and heal more. Okay. Hi, Louise. That's amazing. um, this tea tree oil and alcohol, what Louise is saying, is one of my weapons. If you hear here, like this spray, it's a solution that I do to, when I do healings, to clear my hands and to clear the space. It's amazing, Louise. I'm really glad you're doing it. All the people who work on the healing field, doctors, nurses, masseuses, healers, coach, even, people who work in salons, that touch the hair of other people, that do the nails, that are in touch with other people. It's super important that that you use it after every time you do a healing, or you're with one person. You can use it to just clear the energy in your hands, in your space, so that you don't absorb the energy of the others. Oh, it's amazing, Rachel. I'm so glad, guys. That's wonderful. Okay, so let's see who's up next. Oh, Louise, you're up next. Okay, Louise. Is there anything that you want me to address, or just what comes up? Okay, healing for her and her twin flame. Great. Okay. So let me just tune into your energy, Louise. Okay. And I'm so glad that you're opening your channels and starting to heal again, to give healing. Okay, so I feel a lot of energy of green energy, emerald green energy, coming into your field. Okay, and starting to open more the channels of the heart, the high heart. wherever there was any pain from before, or any fear of opening up, of expressing love, feeling safe by doing this. Tiama, 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 Yanatia, Toria Nakyam, Tora Nakyam. And I'm feeling a lot of, like I don't know if you're connected to that, dear Lois, but I feel a lot of the fairy realms, like fairy energy, green energy, the mountains, the trees, supporting your divine feminine. Okay, and we're bringing in more grounding, bringing in stronger roots for you to really receive and be have a strong vessel to receive all the spiritual energy that is coming into you, activating your divine feminine power, the goddess. And they're also saying like the warrior princess. So bringing more power through the gold into your legs, into your sacrum, to the lower chakras. Establishing this relationship to Mother Earth, the nurturance and the balance. We're going to release any limiting beliefs regarding your capacities, regarding your capacity as a light worker, any self-choking, regarding your capacity to heal others, to be a light, conduit, to be a clear channel. Any fear of not being perfect, just bring in the coding of divine perfection, of accepting everything and all, including yourself, as perfect in this moment. Okay, and this is starting to transmit to your twin too. It's like these circles of light are surrounding you, and they're starting to activate in your twin as well. So just knowing that all the healing that you do in you is also helping the divine masculine to heal, those very aspects. Shamai, Shamai, Shamai. Okay, we're starting to open up the connection points. So I feel like there's a lot of exchange through the mind, and through the through the ashna, through telepathic communication and all that. But we're going to start to also amplify this exchange, activating the infinity symbol at every chakra, okay? So one part of the infinity symbol wraps one of your chakras and it goes to his chakra. So it's kind of like connecting, okay? And as it connects, it also heals and transmutes any lower energies and any discordance of this connection. Okay, so we're working on the connection. Okay, great. And we're going to bring rainbow energy to both of your navel chakras and all of the lower chakras, that they start to receive these rainbow energies and attunements all the way into Mother Earth. to reconcile the needs, the wants, the survival, the past, and the past experiences together. Okay, now bringing the energy of the rainbow up from the navel to the higher chakras. Great. And into the ajna, and into the crown, and into the soul star, and up. Beautiful, Lois. You're doing great. Okay, we're going to assist your twin in anchoring a bit more because I see him a little bit like floating out. So just imagine your twin receiving these really strong golden roots and green roots. You can even send this like fairy energy that you have to help him build forward his connection to Mother Earth, to nature, to receive assistance from these light beings that are guiding you. Okay, wrapping in golden light. So it is. Okay, beautiful. I hope this helped, dear Louise. You can continue there if you want a little bit to continue to receive. Okay. Oh, let me see. Jessica, I would love to see what comes up between myself and my twin. Okay, let me see, Jessica. Are you in the healing list for today? No. Okay. So, if you guys are new, these healings, these mini healings, the personal ones, I post about the healing for the next Saturday 1 week before. And I usually have like 10 spots or sometimes 5 spots, depending on the day. And the people who booked them are the ones who receive them live. So for today, we already have the healing list that is full. We have 10 people. And so, but you can, if you want, you can enroll for next Saturday, and you can either write me an email, or you know, or you can even do it here by super chat. You can send your donation, and I put you on the list for next Saturday. So we go in order of you know, who registers first for the healing. Okay. So Lois says he calls me his warrior princess, and yes, we talk through telepathy every day. He says he hears everything I say. And fairies, yes, I talk to them too. Yeah, that's wonderful, Lois. I can see that you're very tapped into that energy. It's part of your, like, your configuration, and it's beautiful. And they're really there supporting you. So go for it. Okay. Okay, so next up is Fair. Hi, Fair. He says, I'm here. Okay. Yes, Alicia, I'll sign you up for next week. Tomorrow I will post the new live stream, and you can check always in the description box. There are the instructions to register, and the healing list will be there. Okay, and I think I received some other donations now. So the ones of you that I don't get to today, you will automatically be added to the list for Saturday. Okay, so don't worry, you all get your personal healings. But just for today, we were already filled up. Okay, great. So Fer, let's go to Fer. He wrote to me before, and he said to see what comes up for him. So I'm going to do this intuitively as well. Okay, so Fer, if you can just close your eyes and breathe in deeply. Okay, one more time. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing there that you're healing a lot of like a lot of uh like releasing the old structures and the old constraints of the old spiritual paradigm. So as you come into your power, as we come into our power as divine beings, and especially if we're on a spiritual path or if we are healers or light workers, sometimes we have these very deep imprints of past lives where we were healers and where the spiritual paradigm was very rigid. So I'm seeing you. I think it's not the first time, but I'm seeing you again in this lifetime where you were a monk, like sitting uh, and almost like being shut out from the light, like being alone. A little bit feels like in confinement. So we're going to start to open up this perception. And we're going to ask the angels, the guides, Archangel Michael to assist us in releasing the old constraints, the old ways that are no longer serving us, to keep the wisdom of these lifetimes, to keep the wisdom of the spiritual paradigm, but to release all restrictions and all constraints and anything that is blocking you from really experiencing your freedom, this lightness, your joy, to be outside. They're saying to have more fun, to enjoy, to be the inner child, and to let the inner child guide you, to be wild, to and it is a safe kind of wild. It is um, a true expression of the soul. So we're connecting to that, opening up the heart through the miracle light, and releasing any fears of being who you truly are, of expressing all of your facets, all of your personality, of enjoying yourself, and bringing in the new templates of the divine light warrior, of the spiritual path, the new spiritual paradigm, where we love and we heal and we integrate all aspects of ourselves with love and compassion. Big healing in the heart. I'm seeing the six-pointed star activating in the heart, and the energy of the caduceus activating too, the feminine and the masculine, balancing the field. As the energy goes up, it connects to God, and as it goes down, it releases the old. Shiam Kyai Danoy Shoy, releasing from the lungs as well, clearing the lungs. Okay. I'm connecting you from your crown, from your third eye, clearing the third eye more deeply, and connecting you to the higher. They're saying the cities of light, and again the higher knowledge. This has been a theme here. So basically, it's connecting you to the 333, to the self mastery, to downloading the healing, to downloading the answers, to downloading the potentials for your life, and to co-create more, to really to not be afraid to use your power, to not be afraid that it will be corrupted by anything, to know and to trust that you're being guided by the light. And the way you do this is to always tap into your heart. Okay. And also the angelic realms are there to support you. And they're saying they're keeping you safe. So there's nothing to worry about. You're being protected by them. Okay? Wrapping up in golden light. And so it is. Okay. I hope that helped, Verd. So let's see what's happening here on the chat. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. So for all of you, I mean, the ones of you who want to receive a mini healing, you can send the 2020 donation. And if I didn't include you in the list, or if you don't see yourself on the list tomorrow, please write me an email just to be sure that everyone who wanted the mini healing gets the mini healing. And yes, Anthony, thank you all for your other donations, for the ones of you who did other donations too. Okay, so Jessica, send your donation to go on the next list. Okay, perfect, Jessica. Yeah. Okay, I will do that list tomorrow, okay, guys? So if any of you sent it and you're not there, let me know and I'll put you there. Okay, but I'll check it later. Okay. Yes, I'm drinking a lot of water too, Silenda. You're welcome, Fair. I hope it helps. It's like they're saying not to be afraid to really co-create, to really be in your power, and also to be you, There's no right and wrong. Okay. So, okay, next up is Carissa. Carissa, dear, are you there? Are you in the house? And let me see. I think I received. Hi, dear. Okay. So you wanted me to do the mini healing for you and your twin, correct? Is there anything else that you want to add or something? Let me know while I drink water. Okay, so to see what comes up. Okay, great. So let's just close our eyes and start to breathe in. Okay. Okay, Carissa. So immediately I'm brought to this vision, like I'm flying, flying above this coastline, very fast, like kind of like when kind of like as if I were a bird or something like that, something that is flying. Okay, and I can see that it's like your twin is flying. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, your twin is flying next to you, and they're, um, it's like you're flying in parallel lines. But what they're saying is that parallel lines always meet at infinity, right? So this is a mathematic, um, how do you say it, concept? But it's like bringing in this energy, this awareness that even though it may seem that your twin is over there doing this, you're both working on yourselves. That's what I'm getting, because you're flying like parallelly. And although you're not touching, or perhaps you're not communicating directly, or you're not seeing yourselves in your 3D, but there's this movement forward from both of you, and it's like eventually you will meet at one point. So I'm going to clear a little bit of energies that I'm also feeling. These are kind of like dark energies. Entities. Clear demonic, satanic, luciferic, source of all evil. Clear. Clear any interference, any darkness. Okay, and this is okay. We're going to bring in the diamond light and the ultraviolet light to start to clear up. They're showing me that this is kind of like from the past, like when this oil gets spilled in the ocean, and we're just clearing that. Because it's like it comes from another time, even like from another dimension. So we're going to clear this out, especially from the divine feminine. Anywhere where she was perhaps manipulated or persecuted. Okay, when coming into union, or because of being a spiritual being. Releasing this from the field now. Okay, we're clearing up the waters. And I can see again the sea creatures, the animal creatures of the sea, coming in to support and to help restore the balance and release this energy, transmute. Okay, it is done. Okay, so I think, Carissa, you're doing a lot of grid work as well, through like the water and this beach, this coast. So continue to build that forward, and to always always tap into your support too, into your the water element, the goddess energy that you have. Okay, let me see if there's anything else for your twin. Okay, yeah, it's like he has been witness to this too. And I'm just going to clear the mind level, because I see some worry, some stress in his head. Energies, entities, just removing this. Bringing healing to the body. And I feel like he's in a process of transmuting a lot of things through his body. Because I'm shown this purple energy. It's like this deep, dark purple. So it's like he's transmuting a lot of the old energies through his body. We're going to help him a little bit with this to activate the crystalline energy, alchemy, divine alchemy into the cells, releasing from the nucleus, releasing any trauma, pain, sorrow, suffering, illness, disease from his family line. Okay. And bring in diamond light energy and opening up his field to the higher dimensions, to the new paradigm, to new perspectives, and closing out these old timelines that were kind of for both of you. Releasing them into the earth, releasing from the fields. Bring in more light, anchoring more light through the heart, and connecting the hearts. And so it is. Okay, Carissa, let me know how you're doing. A lot of clearing came through you. And I was also told to tell you that you can also start to activate your healing energies more, to clear more for you and for your twin if you wish, intuitively, to just let your mind and your consciousness guide you to the parts that perhaps need assistance. And to, it's like you both are releasing a lot of burdens, and also to work on your protection, on protecting your field, protecting your energy, and clearing your energy, especially when it feels heavy, to go and do your salt baths, to do your cleansing rituals, to do, to use sage or sweetgrass, or copal, frankincense, to clear the space when you're healing. Okay. And this goes for all of you guys. If you feel that, it's always good to have a cleansing ritual every day or at least every week. I'm just clearing a lot for you guys. My hands, you can't see me, but my hands are moving like all over the place. I'm just continuing to clear, to anchor this for all of you guys. Okay. You're welcome, dear Carissa. Okay, so let's see who's up next. TP. Yay. Are you there, my dear? Hi, Samantha. Welcome. Nice to have you here. We're in the middle of the mini healings. But if you're here, that's because of something. You can just be open to receive. Yes, Madeline. I also feel that there's a very beautiful connection today amongst all of us. And, whatever resonates and all these healings, you can do them, and they will also apply for you if these aspects are meant to be healed for you in this moment. Okay. Okay, TP's there. I'm here. Whatever comes up for me and my twin. Thanks. Okay. Okay, so let's see what comes up. So just start to breathe in deeply. Close your eyes, relax. Uncross your legs if they were crossed. your arms. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing this. Okay, there are two things here, but one is okay, we're going to clear a little bit for you and your twin at the DNA level. I feel like this is important for you guys to receive this activations of the DNA because they're showing me like the DNA, the strands of DNA, but also these strands kind of convert into this river between mountains, between two mountains. So I'm just being guided to work on your DNA. So you can just start to imagine this golden light coming in. You're going to connect to your twin. If he wants to receive this, you can imagine him in front of you. And we're going to receive this first, this golden sphere around you and your twin. And it's starting to spin to the from left to right. Okay. Activating sacredness and protection. And then we start to receive a violet energy and a golden energy into your spine, into your spines, both of you. Going down, down. And as it starts to go down, it starts to spiral around your spine, okay? And it comes right into to the last bone of the spinal column. And there it starts to sit. And this is a place where energetically we have the 8 original cells. So we're going to activate this healing and clearing of the 8 original cells of you, of your twin. And starting to spin counterclockwise. Okay. And this is starting to also act on all of the lower chakras, especially the sexual chakra. And it's like all of the organs, all of that area is being cleansed through divine light alchemy, through the golden energy, and releasing from old stories, releasing from old vows, from old storylines, old karma between you and with other people in connection to you. And also I'm seeing kind of like releasing any like sexual vows or any like forced partnerships or forced like sexual encounters, forced marriages. And this is going all the way back to Egypt. Okay, so this is a timeline of Egypt that is being released through the constructs, to through your both of your fields. Clearing away any false light. And I see these like stones, like very heavy, like matter stones just moving. And as they move, uh, They're like being absorbed back into the light. And as they move, you start to receive more freedom, more healing, more light in your fields. So this is releasing off your field and off your twin's field. And they're saying, as you become one. And they're saying, you are one. So this is also to bring this consciousness to your TP of, whatever is happening on the outside, whatever was, whatever transpired. There is this bigger energy that holds everything together. That is that you are one. So really anchoring the golden light, anchoring and weaving in. And they're saying, instead of worrying so much about, or being worried about the outside, about the outside world, they're saying the 3D, it's like, build forward your trust in the divine, build forward your trust in your inner process, build forward your your self-esteem, your joy, your abundance, and your right to be happy and to feel that happiness, to anchor that happiness now. And the same for your twin. So a lot of releasing from the 3D matrix for you. And as you do this, you show the path. It's like you open the tunnel up and your twin can follow. And other people can follow, not just your twin. So this is part of your mission work now. Okay. So it is. Okay. Okay. Beautiful, Teresa. You can continue to receive that, and all of you. Okay. Okay, I hope that helped, Teresa. Okay, let me see who's next. Oh gosh. Okay. Suzanne is next. Okay. I don't know if Suzanne is here. I think she told me she might not be able to make it live. So I will do her healing now. You're there? Is that you, Suzanne? Susie? Just like, okay. Hi, Susie. I don't know if you're Suzanne. Let me know. Oh, hi. Great. So glad you're here. You could make it. Wonderful. Okay, so let's get right into your healing. So just breathe in with me. Just receiving. Okay. Okay. So I'm seeing you sitting down like in a lotus position. And this kind of like, like the crops, these like beautiful, like drawings that have appeared in some places, these huge like earth drawings, geometrical, these symbols. So I'm seeing you sit like right inside a symbol like that. It's kind of like a spiral symbol, like the Fibonacci spiral. And what it's telling me is that it's that you're creating like this energy vortex around you. Okay. And what I'm feeling is that you're starting to anchor more. So you're starting to become the center of your life. So you're not longer feeling like you're spinning, right? So when we're in the middle of something that is turning, we can get dizzy or we can get these symptoms. And this is part of like when we accelerate our capacity to receive light. And when we're integrating more light into our bodies, into our physical bodies, we have the sensation sometimes of being dizzy, of spinning. And I feel like you have gone through that, dear Suzanne, and you're starting to appear like you're very like in the center, and you found the center where there's no spinning, where your energy is steady. And I see you like meditating with closed eyes. And this is the more you do this, the more you go into your center, the more this affects your whole environment, all the people. It's like a big, very big vortex. So we're just going to bring in assistance of the angels, of the Sisterhood of the Rose, the Divine Mother, Mother Mary, to help you to, to you can impact with your energy, you can heal, but not to deplete your own energy. So bringing in more assistance, more angelic guidance to do the healing work for you and to assist you in your mission. Okay, so I'm going to ask to update your mission here. If there's any way that this, because it's like a massive mission, that this massive mission can be downsized to the right proportion, that is not overwhelming, that is just perfect for you, that it's still a massive mission, but just the energy, it's like it doesn't swoop you away with it. Okay, so they're showing me like this like miniature city. You know that there are some places where you can see the mini versions of the cities. They're saying that you can develop this capacity that when something is too big or seems too overwhelming, that you start to develop this abstract capacity to shrink it down in size, to see the mini version of it so that it doesn't become overwhelming, but it becomes very easy and very effortless to heal or to transmute. Oh God, I hope what I'm saying is making sense. Okay. We're continuing to act to bring in, it's like this rose egg, this like cocoon energy around you, nurturing, bringing peace. Let me just go look into your twin. Okay. Okay, so I'm feeling like he is feeling the spinning. I'm feeling pretty dizzy, lightheaded. So let me see what's going on with him. How can we assess this? Okay, so the same. We're going to make this a little bit smaller for him so it's not so overwhelming, the changes. And I don't know if you know if he has been drinking perhaps or something, or medicating. I feel a bit of this energy there. We're just going to Ask for assistance, angelic guidance, and assistance for all divine masculines and for him, that wherever there is lack or doubt or a need for soothing, that it doesn't get to the point where it's overwhelming and there's this need to go into coping mechanisms like drugs or alcohol or uh, or like sex or like any of these things. So that there is this consciousness before, where if there are these feelings arising or this feeling of being overwhelmed, that the divine masculine can use this power to center, can use the higher judgment, can use the higher perspective to really reroute, remap, rechannel those energies in a positive way, in a nurturing way, in a self-loving way, in a constructive, a creative way. So we're going to ask that all divine masculines that are going through any hard time, through any hardship, through feeling overwhelmed or overridden by things, by life, that they receive the support, these blessings from the divine feminine, these creative solutions, this soothing and this nurturance energy from within themselves, from their own feminine energy, from their own feminine power, that they're able to reclaim their sovereignty, that they're able to be free of these coping mechanisms, of these siphoning of their energies through these constructions of the matrix. Okay, so they're just spinning his energy and bringing in 2 infinity symbols into his heart, into his field. Starting to cleanse and release out of these lower fields now. And of course, you're assisting him in this. Okay, really bring in receiving the white light, the purification for the divine masculines, the strength, the guidance. They're saying they're knowing that things are written in the stars, like their inner maps, their inner compass, reestablishing their intuition, their inner knowledge, their inner resolution to whatever they may be going through for their highest good. Now that feels really good. Okay, and then just connecting through the heart channel, through the love, the wisdom, the freedom. And so it is, wrapping up in source light. Great, Susan. Thank you. I hope this helps. So next up is Salomé. I don't know how your name's pronounced. Really beautiful. Are you here? Let me know if you're here and if you want to know something particular. And if not, I'll just go ahead and do the healing. Okay, let me know how you're doing, dear Suzanne, when you come out of it. Okay. Oh, you're so welcome. So welcome, dear. Okay, so let's go to Salomé. Let me just connect to you. Okay, so we can all start breathing in Okay, Salomé. So the first I'm seeing is a very powerful divine feminine energy, kind of like Freya, like this this powerful feminine energy with a bow and an arc, the like ready to shoot. um, okay, and it's like like a huntress. They're saying. So I don't know if this is true for you, but it feels like you have this very powerful energy of like pursuing things and like really setting your mind into objectives and going for it. Okay, so we're going to bring in a little bit because I'm seeing that this is kind of a bit how you're relating to your twin flame or to the masculine. So we're just going to balance this energy a little bit, so it's not so much focused like on the prize, on the point of where the arrow is going, but it's more focused on um, the journey and the healing experience, and that you can also start to see all around you. They're starting to bring in the green energy, so you can start to heal yourself, your body, your environment. They're saying as you come uh, into the union with your twin flame, so that you see everything that is also being like illuminated for you on the path to union with yourself and with your twin flame. And I feel like for you, this has to do a lot with self recognition, to really taking the time to see and to know who you are, to recognize how far you've come on your journey, to praise, to feel gratitude for who you are, to feel gratitude for the environment, and to know that you're healing that too as you come into uh, healing with your twin. The healing that you're doing for you and your twin is also affecting your direct environment, and this is part of the mission, this is part of the process. So not to be so focused on the twin or on the masculine or on the target, they're saying, but to come within into your heart and open and to see. They're showing me a forest, so to see that you have this like enchanted forest within, and that all of your life is also filled with magic and with miracles. And as you heal more and more, you will see this more and more. To see this, to acquire this like 360 perspective, and also to start to see the higher realms, to perceive the higher dimensions. Okay, so let me see for your twin. Okay, they're weaving the energies between you, and especially activating the connection of the masculine with God, with the divine, and with the earth. And also for you to be more in tapped with um, like the magnetic and electric forces, to know that whatever feels like polarity for you, it's actually connected. They're showing me the streams of energy that flow from one pole to the other, from the plus to the minus, from the from the positive to the negative. And they're showing me the streams that you really see and start to see the connections within all. This is very fine attunement. This is sensitizing you to greater awareness. Okay, planting the seed of this knowledge in you. And as in you and in your twin, because I'm seeing like you hold one side of the seed and your twin holds the other side of the seed. Okay, building the trust. Okay. So it is. Okay. So you can continue to be there, dear Salomé. They're still working on you. Let me know how that felt or how you're feeling. Okay. So we're coming to Nadia. Nadia, are you here? Let me know if you're here. And thank you so much, Anthony, for answering the questions. Thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart. Oh, you just popped in, Salome. Oh, well, I hope you can listen to the replay and get, all the benefits of the healing. It was wonderful to connect to you. And I feel like you're being prepared for a mission. Like really being prepared. Okay. I hope that helped. So, Nadia, are you here? Let me know if you're here. You're so welcome, Salome. Thank you. Let me just check my email to see if Nadia wrote to me, just in case. I don't see it. Okay, so I'll just go ahead. Or you know what? I will jump on Nadia real quick. Just give her time to see if she pops up. And I'll go to Angelita. So I don't know if Angelita, are you here? Let me know if you are. We spoke earlier, but it was a long time ago because we've been going on in the live for a long time. So I don't know if she's still here. Oh, there she is. Great. Okay. So let's get into your healing, dear. So you wanted me to see for you and your twin flame, correct?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. So let's just start to breathe in. Okay. Wow. Okay. So let me just ask why this is presenting. Okay, so I see a lot of like primordial energies presenting in your energy. I see a lot of gold and pure black. And this is talking about some ancient timelines as well. I don't know what I'm getting. Very connected to Sirius. Syrian timelines, Lyrian timelines. Okay, and let me just see why this is relevant now. Let me see what your twin is. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that I don't know if this is true. What I'm feeling that is presenting is that your energy kind of tends to grow very, very big because of this timeline that you shared together. It's like in that timeline, you were very, very powerful, and your twin felt like he was um, like a little bit scared of that energy. So like too much charge in your energy, and he was like a bit overwhelmed with that energy. Okay, so we're just going to bring this into balance and bring both of you into a healing sphere, into a golden and blue sphere through the ethers. Okay, if your twin chooses to come, to receive this healing, for you too. Okay, now we're going to start to clear out any darkness, any negative energies, entities, old timelines, like old constructions of the field, old corruptions of the field, of the systems, corruptions through the divine feminine and divine masculine energies. We're just starting to create two vortices, two spinning vortices of energy, and they're absorbing like a vacuum. They're just absorbing any darkness and any excess energy and any shadow and any false light and any false light constructs between the two of you. And also they're saying like nightmares. I don't know if you have had nightmares or you tend to have nightmares, but we're releasing this energy. This is a false light. Wow, I do feel a lot of like Lyrian energy coming through your field. Very powerful energy. We're going to release this into Mother Earth, to the fires of Mother Earth. Okay, we're going to bring in these beautiful columns of silver light, platinum light. We're going to activate the white flame inside of you and your heart, inside of your masculine, his heart. And we're going to ask the angelics, all the beings of light that are here, to multiply and to help you regulate these energies, to bring in the energy of balance, of restoration of pure light, essence through both of your fields, of reconciliation, of forgiveness through the goddess and through the god, through the human, through the flesh, reconciling through the white flame, and activating the healing, activating the forgiveness, compassion, the love, understanding, pure faith. And they're just saying the light has won, the light has won. Okay, and there are these beautiful angels coming in, creating this music to attune you to that. Opening to receive. Great. So it is. Okay. I hope that helped, my dear. Um, we did a big clearing, and I hope this will help you to not just your twin, but to help you feel better, to feel good, to feel safe, to feel at peace. There was a lot coming out, and I thank all of you who are here because you held the space for the healing so beautifully, and you were supporting this for the collective. So thank you. Okay, so let me see. Um, okay, okay. Yes, dear. Call forward. They were telling me to call forward your angelic light, the angelic realms, and ask them for protection always. And when you go to sleep, when you go in the subway, when you go, wherever you are, always ask for protection and to be um, protected in this blue white energy. Okay? Okay. You're welcome. Okay, so let's see. Who's next? Okay, Nadia. That's wonderful. Okay, so is Nadia here? Um, Nadia here? I don't think so. So is Linda here? Linda, are you there? Okay, so I'm going to start with Nadia. I'm not sure if she's going to be able to hear it live, but we're going to go into the healing, okay? So just starting to breathe in, Nadia. Okay, and she's opening a lot through the blue. This beautiful blue color coming from your field. Okay, I feel like you're like supporting a lot the divine masculine collective, your energy. Okay, let me see what we can heal today. Okay, so I'm starting to see like this flower, this blue flower in your heart. It's a very big flower, like covering all of your heart in 4 directions. So we're going to just attune your body to the elements. To your shamanic lineages and the the healing capacities that you have, that your field has. And we're going to clear for all dimensions in all 4 directions. We're going to clear any manipulation of this energy. Shia kaya na maya na kunya na yamoa na shoya ma aya na maya kaya na aya na kaya mia ana hua ya ma ya na kiana. Wow, so many of you have like very ancient like lineages, and okay, so there's this your field is also starting to spin to create this sphere of energy. Okay, we're going to release all the old stories of the healers, of the spiritual beings. Especially, I don't know if you are a healer, dear, or if you have like healers in your family, or if you have felt connected with healing energies, or like being a healer or serving. But this is a clearing that's coming for you. Okay, we're going to activate the infinity symbol, releasing any false light constructs from the mind. Bring in the power, the guidance, and the joy, the love of the divine feminine energy. And they're activating your pineal gland, opening up. Bring in a beautiful pink energy into your pineal gland, configurations to the head, to the brain, synapses to the cells in the brain. And releasing old traumatic histories from childhood. Any traumatic experiences or accidents or anything like that. Okay, bring in the energy of Mother Mary into the heart, soothing and healing the heart, releasing the heart armor, the pain, the sorrow, the suffering, the constraints, the lack. Activating the angelic being, activating the light, and connecting you to higher dimensions, opening your higher channels, releasing all interference, clearing any clogging, any debris in your channels, any manipulation, any devices, any filters. Okay. Okay, let me see if there's anything for your twin, the divine masculine here. Wow, okay, I feel like you have very powerful energy. And so does your twin, the divine masculine. We're just going to ask that this healing that we just did in you is translated to him, if it's appropriate for his field to receive. And we're going to activate the codes for the new twin flame template for both of you. The new divine feminine and the new divine masculine templates. And they start to activate from the earth, from the inner earth into the higher dimensions. And this is also for all of you who are here listening to this. And now we can see the purple and the pink coming together, like two galaxies coming together. And they're saying, es así, y así es. It is done, it is done. So it is. In Spanish. Okay. I hope this helped, my dear. Okay, guys, so last up. Oh my god, it's so late. Okay, so let's just go to Linda. I don't know if Linda's here. I think she might have had to go. But we're going to do her healing now. Okay, so breathing in deeply. Okay, let me see, Linda. Okay, Linda. So I'm seeing that you're, I don't know if this resonates, but I feel like you're kind of like a traveler because I am seeing you. I don't know if you're going to travel or you traveled or you're doing like grid work. Um, I'm seeing you actually here, like in the south of Mexico, in the pyramids, like in the rainforest, in like Chiapas or Tulum or that part. And I'm seeing that you're doing some grid work with the like the pyramids there. And I'm seeing these birds, these oh my god, how are they called in English? Like these exotic birds that are in the rainforest. Um, really beautiful, very colored birds. Okay, so they're talking about your lineage and this. I think this is part of your mission, like crossing bridges, crossing borders. I don't know if perhaps also your twin flame has a different nationality or is located somewhere else. Okay, but I'm feeling like, yeah, you're both meant to travel or to move or to visit places to do grid work. And this can even be just by meditating that you move, that you're a traveler at night when you dream. But it can also be physically. Okay, so let me see what they're showing me this. Okay, so we're going to bring in the energy of the pyramid, this beautiful triangle. And this is the feminine energy. This is a golden triangle. And we're activating between you and your twin to start spinning. And we're actually going to activate the Merkaba in you and in your twin. Oh, okay, this is what it is. Yes. So we're going to activate the your light body. And all of you on the live that want to receive this, that are ready to activate this, you can also do that. We're activating the Merkaba, spinning counterclockwise, and it looks like like a star, or like two triangles, one upright and one upside down, together, rotating together. And for some, you can see colors, textures, and it's like it grows. It's a big sphere around your field. It doesn't only encompass your body, it encompasses far more, at least 33 chakras up. So it's a huge sphere. Okay, so we're just going to visualize this activating. And your sphere, Linda, is like seeing it in like pink and red and orange. And the sphere of your twin is more in the gold and it's a violet tone. Okay. So we're going to activate Shoya Makiana to Fuma Fayano Shoyan Piakani Makiata Bayanada. Turan 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 Turan. Oh, it's beautiful. So they're just reconnecting your sphere with his sphere. And this is activating like lines of I feel like Morse code, like some kind of communication. It could be telepathic. It could be just like in symbols and signs and frequencies. But you just that you know that you're being connected. And this is also activating your mission together. Okay. spinning through the infinity symbol. You're connecting like full, like merging the energies, connecting every dot, every cell, all the way into the earth. Okay, and we're going to ask the angels to heal and clear any fear of any of you in the heart of coming into union, of stepping into mission, of fully healing. You know, those parts of us that are afraid of what we actually want, the inner child that thinks, oh my God, and if I get what I want, what's going to happen? The world's going to fall. No, the world's not going to fall. Activating inner peace, activating the structures all the way into the earth so you have a firm and peaceful foundation of love and joy, of mission, of purpose, that your divinity guides you and anchors you in this peace. There is nothing to fear because we are one, we are God, we are here together, and we deserve love, we deserve creation, we deserve divine power, divine wisdom, divine joy. Okay, anchoring this unity consciousness in all. Anchoring through your fields, through your roots, sealing in gold. And anything and all that was obstructing this knowledge, anything and all that was interfering, any false light, that it may be absorbed by the earth now, fully healed, transformed into pure light and pure love. We're not casting out anything. We're not condemning anything that is not of the light. It's just being invited to go into the light, to be transmuted, and to become unconditional love again. And so it is. Through the heart of love. So it is. Thank you. Okay, my loves. So this was the last healing of today. Thank you so much for bearing with me, for being here, for bringing your light, your companionship, your help, your love, everything that you bring into this collective healing. Thank you so much. This was very beautiful. I hope you can anchor these energies into your fields. Please drink a lot of water. And, I will see you very soon. It was truly an honor to be with you. Yes, I will rest, dear Alicia. Thank you. You're welcome. De nada. Thank you guys so much. Sending you a lot of love and a lot of healing. And I'm here. You can write to me. I do the private healings, the sessions for those of you who want to work with me, like in a deeper, transformative way. If it's in your path, I'm here. I am currently not doing so many sessions a day because I'm taking care of myself. So I'm just doing one or tops 2 sessions a day. But I have some space for within 1 week, I think. And, when it is needed and when you're guided, it happens. And please have the trust to write to me if you want to get like a healing with me or work further. I'm always there. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you, my dear Alicia. Thank you for being here. I will see you next Saturday. For those of you who wanted this mini healing, and for all the others, you're invited to the next free healing, which will be on the 12th. You can see the details below in all the description box of my videos. You can sign up on my website to be in the union full moon ceremony for divine feminines and divine masculines. And it's free also, you're invited. So please join me. And I think that's it. I am full of love in my heart, and I send you so much love and healing, and I will see you soon. Okay? Take care, guys. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Alicia, Zeus. Thank you, Nadia, Madeline. Everyone who was here, thank you. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Good night. Good night.